Search they who sit beside the goddess. The goddess. 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 The goddess. Goddess. Those who sit beside the goddess. These the people who sit beside the goddess. Ah. Oh, hey, see this chair? It's been placed just to the side of the chapel. They who sit by the side of the goddess. Perhaps this is the place. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I thought so. There's a card. The second key is your next magical circle. Magical circle, 2 dots, 3 dots. Is something from the forest. Alright, success. Yeah, right. This inn is like nothing we've seen at this point. What on earth could it mean? Must be guiding us to a place somewhere. Considering the direction this has taken until now, probably. Yeah, it's probably appropriate to assume that it's around the city to see who's in. There are trees? There are trees in this world? Please. Tree, 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 tree. 5 trees. Hey. Boxes. Hey, don't these remind you of the shape and symbols of the card? The boxes, the way they're lined up, almost a perfect match. You're right, exactly 5 boxes. What's up, Dino Nichan? How is it going? Thank you for the shout, or thank you for the raid. Make sure to do this because I don't think anyone's in here. Dino Nichan. Well, no one's in here right at this moment. So, shout out, shout out, shout out. There we go. All right. The channel you are shouting out does not exist. Okay, well, I don't think that's true. Shut up. Dino Chan. Okay, there we go. It worked. Blue Blanc. Yes, I'm on the Blue Blanc. Blue Blanc quest. I found you. I did find you. It just took me a second. And I blame that more on Twitch than myself. Although I'm very sick right now, so there's a good chance that I'm typing not well. You're right, exactly 5 boxes too. Looks like we should investigate. Yep, way ahead of you. Where is it? Where is it? Bingo! The third key is in the city. Search the belly of the 8-eyed iron beast. That's what's on this new card. The 8-eyed iron beast, huh? It should be in the city, but what could it possibly be? I'm up for another scavenger hunt if everyone else is, though personally I'd like to find this beast quickly so we can take a well-deserved break. Thank you for... yeah, thanks. No argument from me. Well, let's get it over with. Alright, so, iron. What's up, Switch? What am I doing? Okay. Search the belly of the 8-eyed iron beast. 8-eyed iron beast. I hope Final Fantasy VII is treating you well. Belly of the 8-eyed beast. Okay, brain. We can do this. Iron beast. Is there something in the here? The landing board for an 8-eyed iron beast here. So my immediate thought is something mechanical. I have not started watching Fallout Season 2 yet. I plan on watching it though, but I think the season just finished, so probably be a good time to start, honestly. Okay, 8-eyed iron beast. Iron beast. What is 8 eyes? Is that a bird named Waffles? Okay. Factory. Nice. What has 8 eyes? Guess it could be in the sewers? That's not really in town, though. Someone's not be able to hit it. There we go.
Oh, are we done already? The only thing I can think of is a vehicle. We did one in the church. Already was in the mayor's area. Is there a basement somewhere? What the hell is going on here? Hey buddy, you okay? I don't feel like it. Oh, that's right, I forgot. We got him super fucking drunk. Not a good idea. Oops. Eyed Iron Beast. It's not at the landing port. I don't want to leave yet, so I don't want to talk to the person at the front. Usually it's stuck to the back of something. Eyes could be windows. If it's iron. Poor little brain. He's trying. Okay. Don't. Bar. Make much sense. So I just really got to think about what's made out of iron. Okay. Should be in town. That, okay. Yes, this is my first time playing the Trail series, so I do not know the answer to this quest, so we are searching, we're investigating. Yeah, it's definitely a little daunting to try to start it, but I have a friend who's also currently starting it, so search the belly of the eight-eyed iron beast. So my immediate thought was, I'll take take a hint. Sure. I've already been looking around for a little bit, so. My idea was that it would be like the airship or something like that, like a vehicle, but... Is it actually in the, Yeah. Okay. So I jumped into the sewers. Let's see. I mean, this is the only thing that I think of when I think of underground. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong underground.
Enjoy the show.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I would think that that would be the sewers. Near the underground? I see. Okay. To be fair, for me, I've never even seen the forge from the back end, so...
This is Elgar's forge. It's not lit. If anything, it's freezing, but... This is it? The 8-eyed Iron Beast? Yeah, I'm not super confident, but I think so. Let's check it out anyway.
Imagine that might be a little bit easier in the remake, but where you're probably having a bit more third-person view instead of the isometric view. Still found a card and a key inside the hearth. Ah, found it. Okay, let's see. Take this key and with it throw open the unopening door that which you seek. Okay, that's gotta be downstairs. Or downstairs. In the sewer? Kinda downstairs. There we go.
I was wondering what we were gonna find here, but it's just a bunch of junk. Still, wait!
Ah, God, I hate these guys. They look like furry... They look like furry pussies. I don't know what else to say. What the heck are... Ask questions later. For now, stand your ground and fight. Ugh.
Let me show you the true.
I mean, minus the tentacles, but like... A monster made of accumulated dust and grime. They'll resist it, of course. Stop sucking on me. I hate that. Like, look at that front view. I just...
That ain't right. That ain't right. There we are. Oh, artfully done. That was scary. Oh man, I'm still shaking. Having something like that come out at you from nowhere be still my quaking nerves. I've never seen monsters quite like those before. I suppose this is our Phantom Thief's way of saying hello. For an uncouth villain such as he, likely. This seems to be the last obstacle, however. Right, all that remains now is getting that commission letter back. Let's look around, it must be in this room. Oh right, probably shouldn't forget that. Yeah, I don't think there's any hidden quests in this area. Gonna take a shot? Probably not. I don't know. Okay, letter recovered. Let's go return it. I'm sure Mr. Yap is waiting for us. Probably. Right. Hey, good. Well, Stella, if you were older, I would owe you a picture of Pierre the size of your head. You saved my butt today. I don't think you'd get it back so quickly either. Guess that's why they call you the great hope of Roland's young people. Come on, that's embarrassing. You just did the job, that's all. Come on, young people have a right to be puffed up and proud sometimes. Let lose a little. That aside, though, I'd like to know. That Blue Blanc maniac, please tell me you caught him and put him in irons. I really wish we had. Sadly, he's evaded capture for years, far beyond the borders of Roland. This guy's internationally famous? What a son of a... So what, he just came all the way out here for the sole purpose of messing with our lives? He really is a maniac. Can't understand that kind of thinking at all. Trust me, I think everyone here agrees with you. Still, I think you should be a little more careful with that letter, regardless. This time it actually was a prank of sorts, but he proved the letter could be stolen for blackmail or the like. That's a good point. I'll think of some way to secure the letter better. Problem is, there's no real safe place in my house to store it. Maybe I should do as I thought when I first got this and just ask Mayor Klaus to put it in a safe. Yeah, that should work, right? It'd be perfect. Well, depending on the thief, it might still get stolen, but it's safer, I guess. Problem is, Mayor Klaus already got robbed once in recent memory. Come, there's no need to dwell on that. It is a capital idea. You should ask him there at once, sir. Yeah, I didn't want to trouble him, but I'll go ahead and ask. For today, though, it's back to the mind with me. Oh my, right back to work? Yeah, the deception export market never slows down. No matter how much we dig out, we can't keep up with the demand. When how you use Orbans, you know how important deception is. Yes, painfully so. Pretty much always banging our heads against the counter at the Orbital factory, lamenting our lack of Sepith. It takes a lot to make good quartz, yeah. What, really? I haven't realized prices were that hard up for Sepith. You just need Sepith shards and not true Seption crystal quartz, alright? Here, take some with you. I brought a few bags home just yesterday. Oh, what? You could just give us Sepith? Yeah, ain't that big a deal. You can always dig up more in the mine, and the big ticket items are the true crystals anyway. So tell me what would you like? Water. Blue Sepith, then. That may not be much, but hopefully it'll help you at the factories. Make sure to make some good quartz, alright? You bet, thanks a ton. You're really too kind, Gaton. Well, on to the mine then. Estelle, make sure you all come back to Roland soon, alright? Everyone misses you and your dad. Hey, Frieza, Yanya, I'm off to the mine again. Alright, take care. Bye-bye. Come home soon. I'll be a good girl and wait. I'll be back as soon as I can, Anya. Be a good girl and help Mom along the way, okay? Okay. Aw, I kind of envy them. Even Gaton isn't immune to those blood sugar problems, I think. I'm off then. Yes, good luck at the mine. Take care, Chief. Bye-bye. Oh, Daddy went to work again. I wonder how long he'll be gone. I hope he comes back soon. That's the worst voice that I've ever done. Alright, okay, I think that's all the quests in this area. It's hard when they split up the quest between the chapters, so. But I think that's it. Like 10. I don't think there's a solid number per, but I would assume that it's around 10. Let's see, I had this pulled up. Just in case, yeah, those are all optional, so there shouldn't be anything that I'm missing. So Mine Commission, Nostalgic Recipe. I just need to know if this is in. Oh no, I did Nostalgic Recipe. The Missing Lady?
I think that I'm good. I think so. Imperial request. That's in Bose. I did that one. I did that one. And that's in Bose as well. That's in Bose. And that's in Bose. Yep, okay. Yep, I'm good. Probably not gonna get A rank. I don't think I've missed any BP since the beginning, but I don't know. I'm not really counting on it. Okay. We are good to go, though.
Hey, Estelle, heading out already? You just came home. Sure you can't stay around for a while? Yeah, sorry, there's kind of a lot going on. Once our current job's done, I totally intend to come back and take a load off for a while. You really should. We'll be waiting. Anyway, your ticket's already been paid for by Ina. Ready to check in? As always, we should wait for the ship once we check in. Now, let's fly. I see. Now we have gospel influence in people's minds, using the fog's particulate matter as a medium to exert mental control over a large area. Well, that settles one question at least. Excuse me, Professor. Cassie, it's the old dog. Good timing. Just keep lacing, did you? Yes, I finally managed to finish a bit of work. I thought I would stop by and see how you're holding up. What's this? A report from your granddaughter? Yeah, just arrived express from Roland. Thanks to Tita's report, I'm quite certain of my theory now. About the gospel, I'm assuming. Yes, so it's ultimately still a hypothesis at this point. Gone over it again and again, both on paper and with the capital, though, so I'm reasonably sure of this. Shall I go over it? Absolutely. Right then. So, what are we calling the gospel's orbital shutdown phenomenon? Tell me, what do you think it is, based on what you've seen and heard? It's an effect that occurs to any orbital device located near an active gospel, chaining from one device to another, and it renders these devices inert while the gospel is active. That's what it seems to me, at least. Half right, half wrong. What do you describe as closer to the orbital arc anticept? That shorts out the internal quartz circuits of an orbit to temporarily suspend its functionality. The phenomenon generated by a gospel, however, is fundamentally different. It steals all the orbital energy formed in an orbit down to the very last joule. So it's more of an orbital absorption phenomenon then. Yes, to make a comparison to a combustion engine, it's like siphoning out the petrol. But wait. Unless I badly misunderstood physics, that means the gospel should absorb and store all that power, correct? Good eye, lad. You've noticed a very important fact. So it makes the gospel after it absorbs energy, but the gospel does not actually hold any of it. Not even a single EP's worth. Is it possible the energy is being vented into the wider environment? No, not at all. The energy disappears completely, utterly, and quite impossibly thanks to thermodynamics. Furthermore, these new gospel Estelle's group has been encountering. Every time they're encountered, they cause unbelievable phenomena that even our best orbital engineering can't explain. It's unclear how they're causing such effects, but I can say one thing with confidence, and that is, they're too small. I can say with absolute certainty that any device enabling such massive effects could not fit into the palm of one's hands. Even if the society somehow possesses technology centuries ahead of our own, nothing that small could contain that much potential energy. Oh, I think I'm starting to see where this is going. You're saying the gospels must be terminals, then? Access points of some sort? Exactly. The only function the gospel unit itself has is an ability to manifest an abnormal warp in a local orbital field. The warp then resonates with any local orbital devices, expands and draws energy from the devices. The energy then disappears through the warp. Well, no, it does not disappear. It is sent elsewhere. And wherever it is located elsewhere is capable of causing the impossible effects we've seen. You know, I hope I'm misunderstanding this. I'm afraid you got a passing grade here, old friend. The society can use the gospels to draw out and spread the power of whatever this thing is. Spread the influence of a mysterious force. No wonder the society named them gospels. In that case, the nature of this thing bothers me. As you said, even if it's an orbit out of our purest fiction, or... As far as that goes, I'm afraid I have no real clue. I thought of a number of possibilities, but that would be pure speculation at this point. Now, Cassius, I'll ask you the same question I asked you 10 years ago. You're in quite the pickle. What do you need me to do? The exact same words as when I asked you to develop the patrol airship. Well then.
key, I think, must lie in this warp the gospel creates. Russell, can you develop some kind of plan or method of stopping the residents of the spread? I thought you'd ask that. I'm just about done with my current invention anyway. I'll get to work as soon as I'm done with that. Ah, Stella, last we returned to Bose, the land laden with memories of our first meeting. Ha! Makes my heart swell to return to a place of such sweet nostalgia. Shocking as it may be, I kind of have to agree on the heart-swelling memories bit. Although, as I remember it, you're kind of rude back then. You said I wasn't attractive and made fun of me like a schoolboy. You misunderstand me, my fair Rose. I would only display such cute, bashful behavior in order to hide feelings of love unabated. Yeah, I'll bet that's it, exactly. You shouldn't waste any time putting the moves on Shara, as I remember, or Joshua. Well, putting that aside, as you stand now, your beauty is incomparable to what it was then. Yours is a supple, healthy beauty, the maiden's gentle virtue. Indeed, you have grown, Estelle. Oh, thank you. Now, when you put it that way, it's kind of embarrassing. Please don't say it like that again. There's no shame to be had in virtue, Estelle. Still, you had but only begun to climb the ladder of adulthood. Should you wish to ascend even higher, I would be more than happy to assist you. No, thank you. If I was ever in a position to ask anyone about that sort of thing, it'd be a million times better off asking Shara. Ah, pity, the things I could teach. No, Shara would be the one to... Ah, I remind you that I have a very large stick. Hello, Estelle. Hi, Shara, so this is where you went. Oh wait, did you want to be alone for a bit? Oh, this isn't like you, Estelle. Why so reserved? I want to ask about Luchulia. She's got a big old stick. Her staff. Yeah, she says we met a long time ago, but I don't really remember it all. I was wondering what she's like, if you could jog my memory. Let's see, where to begin then? We have to begin with her stage name, I suppose. Lucholia, the Bewitching Belle. She could show her audience illusions by dancing while using bells and fans, thus bewitching them, you see. Hers was the centerpiece performance of our little circus troupe, the one that really brought the audiences in. Illusions? Does she use an orbit to make them? No, she used something she always called illusion magic, which is apparently some kind of very old non-orbal art. Luciola was from the family with the tradition of working that art. Was? People who'd followed with the traveling circus like ours tend to be one of two kinds. People who had cause to abandon their previous homes and family, people who never had such things to begin with. Luciola was one of the former, and I was the latter. I was about 7 years old when Mr. Harvey and his band took me in. Back then, I was little more than a street urchin living in the slums of the city. Pickpocketing, petty theft, there was little I would do to try to survive. Once reached out a hand to me were the troop's leaders, Mr. Harvey and Luciola. They taught me, the little girl who couldn't trust anyone, the warmth of a family. They taught me all sorts of skills that would let me earn a place for myself in the troupe. Dancing, beast handling, tarot reading. Luciola taught me all of it. But then, 8 years ago, Mr. Harvey died in an accident. Without his leadership, we all just drifted apart and went our own ways. I've been planning on staying with Luciola, but soon after Mr. Harvey died, she simply told me, "There's something I must do," and vanished. Hopeless and lost for the first 7 years, I turned to the one remaining man in the world whom I still trusted. As you might suspect, that was Cassius, who'd already begun working as a bracer. You know the rest, I imagine. So that's what happened. I had no idea you'd gone through something like that. The reason I aimed to become a bracer at first was to improve myself. Wanted to be able to live and prosper on my own. Show Luciola just how far I'd come once she'd returned, but, well, it's been 8 years. Perhaps there's enough time to re-examine my reasons. Shara, I don't mean that face. Like Zen said, I don't intend to simply fight her without saying a word. I want to hear Luciola's story from her before doing anything. I have to know what possible reason could have made her associate with society. Yeah, that sounds good. I got your back, Shara. I'll do anything I can to help. I know I can always count on you. Still, you've grown quite a bit, haven't you, Estelle? What? That's kind of sudden. I always thought of you as being exactly what I expect of Cassius' daughter. I don't think that's quite right or fair anymore, though. What do you mean? Your strength isn't quite the same as Cassius's. Cassius has a heart as deep as the ocean, and strength like a relentless wave. But you, Estelle, your strength is like the sun. You shine and make others shine just by being near them. What? My Estelle, you shine like the sun. I think that's why people are attracted to you so easily. It's what I like the most about you, and I know Joshua felt the same way. I don't think you need to feel any pressure to live up to Cassius, is my point. Yeah, you really are my big sister, Cheryl. You always know how to encourage me. Thanks. You're very welcome. Not saying you should return the favor, mind you, but really should drink with me sometime.
Now that you're a full bracer, you'd better learn to handle your liquor. What's booze related to? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know.
She's really ready to get crunk at any moment in time.
Hey, is something wrong, Agate? It's nothing. You still wandering around the ship? Yeah, basically. Oh, you're from Ravenu in the Bose region, right? This will be your first time back home in a while, then. No, was there just a bit ago, chasing down the intelligence division guys. Hey, wait a second. Why are you assuming I'm going back home? Don't be embarrassed, you big teddy bear. You got a little sister back in Ravenu, right? You mentioned her once. You must be the biggest softie when it comes to her, huh? Hey! Oh yeah, where the heck in Ravenu is your house anyway? I don't remember meeting any girl who stood out as Agate's little sister when we were there investigating the Sky Bandits. There's a girl with Louie, but no, too young, and I figure your little sister's gotta have your hair. I'll introduce you to Misha soon, assuming we have some reason to visit anyway. Yeah, please do, and in that case we'll have to bring Tita along too. Why would we have to do that? Tita's kind of attached to you, in case you hadn't noticed. You'd be pretty let down if you didn't introduce her to your sister, you know. Oh, I get it, you don't want Misha and Tita to meet, What? Now I get it. They might get together and get in lots of trouble like Tita did with Renee, or they might get jealous of each other. Being an older brother must be hard work. Oh, that's what you meant. Huh? Well, don't worry, I'll clean up any mess that happens. I've gotten pretty good at Tita herding. So you just go ahead and introduce those two crazy kids, and I'll make sure nothing blows up. Yeah, thanks. I'll be counting on you for that. Oh, hi, Estelle. Still walking around? Sorta, yeah. Oh, yeah, Tita, I was wondering, did you dream at all when we were put to sleep? Yes, I did. It was a dream where Mom and Dad came home. And Mom and Grandpa got into a loving fist fight for the first time in forever. I see. That sounds like a really nice dream. Yeah. You showed up, of course, Estelle. Wait, I did? After Mom and Dad came home, you and Joshua and Agate all came by to visit. And Grandpa suggested we all take a trip to the hot springs in Elmo. That really does sound like a fun dream. Yeah, now we just got to make that dream come true. Yeah.
Oh my god. I left work early because I feel like shit. So, if I'm out of it, just know that's what's going on.
Estelle, out for a walk again? More or less. More importantly, I'm sorry. I didn't really open up about Joshua until the very end. Don't worry. Still, that girl with Joshua's one of the Sky Bandits, isn't she? You sure, Lenny? Yeah. What else would I do it otherwise?
Why else would I be doing it all the time?
Yeah, so she's a cheeky, insulting little punk by the name of Josette Kapua. She's also the single biggest tomboy I've ever laid eyes on, and people call me a tomboy sometimes. I see. She does seem a bit charming from the photograph. She can be pretty cute if she keeps her mouth shut. She did manage to play a perfect upper crust girl when we first met her, too. I'm sorry? I see. That is impressively dexterous, if I may say so. It does make sense. She's apparently former Erebonian nobility. Putting on a face like that is her specialty, I think. Peel away the layers, though, and like I said, at the core, she's a cheeky, classless little punk. Still, from what I've heard, I can't really find cause to hate her. I suspect that if we found a chance to talk, we might have a lot in common. Yeah, I can't see that happening. We'll slide off each other like oil and water. Our personalities wouldn't fit together. Trust me. Maybe.
Oh, Estelle, good work this time. You're really growing as a bracer.
I'm still kind of a newbie, I think. Like, I'm not even remotely as good with the staff as Dad.
Well, I don't think you should worry about Master Cassie's much. Mastering bracers are master the profession to a degree that they attain the unity of purpose all martial artists seek. After all, To be honest, I don't think I could attain such enlightenment even if I spent my whole life trying.
I see. I gotta admit, it's kind of hard for me to understand how incredible my dad is, but actually, Zin, you mentioned the whole unity of purpose idea to Chloe back at the castle. What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, I did. It's kind of tough to explain, to be honest. Well, here goes. Master Cassius was once a transcendent master of the sword. He was given the title of Divine Blade. Today, though, he can wield a staff just as easily as a sword he spent his life training with. What do you think that is?
You practice really hard?
That's part of it, sure. But more than that, it's because he could instantly understand and relate the nature of staff combat to his previous experience. Something beyond what we call skill, above practicing forms and reflexes, above muscle memory. Think of it as a mental state where one can grasp the true nature of all things and control them at will. That whole concept is what we refer to as unity of purpose.
The true nature of all things, huh?
His plan to push back the Imperial Army during your war was the same, I bet. He understood the nature of war, combat so intrinsically, so instinctively, that he was able to construct the planning to. There would be no one more fearsome as a foe.
I get it, I think. But that means that even my supposedly enlightened dad was beaten in some ways by the Society. During the coup, he was lured out of the country for starters.
Yeah, they almost certainly possess someone equal to Master Cassius. It's hard to know if it's whoever Lowy or is this professor, though.
Could it be the guy we know as Lawrence? He was pretty powerful.
I don't know. He is incredibly skilled, sure, but I doubt he can match up to Master Cassius. Besides his chi, his soul, they did not have unity of purpose, not in the way I've spoken of. He's a blade, sharpened in one specific way by the coldest frost, tempered to perfection, untouched by anyone. That is the sense of God of him in the arena, at least.
Yeah, I get what you mean. He hasn't shown himself, but I figure he's got to be up to something. He did seem to have some kind of fixation on Joshua.
Wouldn't surprise me if they know each other from Joshua's days in the Society. Between him, me, and Sherazard, we've all got some strange ties in our past in this group. Wonder if this is the guidance of she who dwells above.
Can I just click on this? Oh, yeah. The Port Seeker. A lot of freaky enemies.
Everyone, hello!
Oh, wait, no. What was the voice I did for him? Probably can. Yeah, I think it was an old fisherman.
I don't know. Good luck on it.
Okay, hold on. See if I can do this while not feeling well.
Self-trick, I haven't played, they move on. All right, you saw a rookie altogether.
No, that's not right. Kind of like an old Irish fisherman.
Bring it to the tomorrow, you guys.
I'm Rising Star Rookie.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they walking vehicles managed to stop the Society in 4 different regions. That's because of the Gauntlet, by the way.
Gotta be kidding. Saying I stopped anything is overstating it more than a little. They just ran off that once their experiments were done. You did handle yourself well in the Roland case, Estelle. Don't sell yourself too short. I think you can be a little bit proud. Yeah, but that was just a bunch of coincidences coming together and...
No need to get so embarrassed. You just need to live up to your reputation, is all.
Yeah, thanks, Sid. Make that sound like a cakewalk. Anyway, all that aside, what's the situation like here in Bose?
I haven't noticed that in society whatsoever. I was right, I suppose. Just got managed to cut down to control the reasonably heavily. I think I don't have too many native monsters brought around here these days.
Really? Yeah, I noticed that the last time I was here. Bose seems to usually have more wanted monsters than other... Bose seems to usually have more wanted monsters than other regions. Why is that?
Unless it comes down to both me and here and build rough break. Maybe come down from the happening area. I guess though we have 10 characters since the beginning of the month.
10? That is a lot. I'm guessing that's kept Sting and the rest of the crew busy.
Yep, and Kurt didn't jump out of the deck and save himself one. And your dad, we can dig out build for out a while. That strikes me as a good course of action. It's possible the Society's involved with this.
Yeah, they could hurt someone if we just leave them alone, so we should get out there and take them down. Huh? Agane, what's wrong? Yeah, what's up? You're really quiet.
Nah, it's nothing. Anyway, let's get out there and bring back some monster heads.
Pardon me. Mayor Maybell and Leela. Good day. Stella, it's so good to see you again. I'm glad to see you are well. Wow, it's seriously been forever. I think we last met at the Queen's birthday celebrations, right? Yes, it feels as though it's been ages. I've been hearing all about your exploits in the news, though, Estelle. That goes for everyone else as well. I'm glad to see you're all safe. Especially you, Chloe. Are you on school break already? I ended up taking a little time off early. It's good to see you again, Maybell. Ah, you two seem pretty familiar. You two seem pretty familiar. Oh, Mabel used to be a student at the academy. I met before she graduated. And I'm certainly glad we met too. I see. And Agate Crossler. It's been some time, sir. Suppose so. Hang on, Agate, Mayor Mabel, you know each other? Oh my, yes. I relied on Mr. Crossler a number of times for various jobs only he could do. And 10 years ago, hey, Mayor. I forgot myself. Pardon me. Regardless, I simply wish to stop by today to welcome you back. And from the sound of things, you're pursuing an international criminal syndicate which threatens the safety of the entire country. An international criminal syndicate? Sometimes they feel more like a society of supervillains, but that's one way to think of them, yes. So far as the city of Bose is concerned, the threat that these criminals pose is not someone else's problem, it's everyone's. If I can do anything to assist you in your investigation, anything at all, you need only ask. Thanks, if we need help, we'll definitely ask. We'll be expecting a lot from you, Mayor. Excellent. Now I'm afraid I must excuse myself here. Should anything come up, please come visit me at my residence. Pardon us? Alright, go on, Gardner. You ain't been a little more civil? That's who I am. We ain't running a butler service here. Give me a break. Agate can be kind of arrogant to people sometimes. He's usually polite towards clients, though. You were kind of short with the Mayor, Agate. You're imagining things. More to the point, I remember talking about us bringing back some monster heads. Lundgren, give us the breakdown. Alright, we have 3 days sounds happening. This is the Blade Fang, talking on the Crownbat. Now we got the Ghost Epitaph in Neville Valley. And finally, Dr. Run raised down Patel. Okay, got those written down. Alright, monster slaying's a perfect task for my greatsword. I'll be taking charge this time round. Huh? Well, you are a Bose native, my good heavy blade. You're probably the best suited out of all of us. I have no objections. Decided then. Go ahead and pick us a team, Estelle. You're being suspiciously gung-ho about this, you know. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I should have Sherazard or Oliver. Could have a different dynamic going on, but try to pick the people who have the funniest dialogue options. Okay, so if we're going all over the region to find these wanted monsters, since we're out, why don't we stop at Ravenue Village? Yeah. Why are you looking at me like you're expecting something? I do want to go see your hometown, Agate. Do you not want to? Not right now, no. We need to settle our current jobs first, including hunting these monsters. Aw, you unfeeling clod. Come on, Tina's here. Would it literally make your head catch fire to be nice for once? The hell do you even... Estelle, it's okay, really. It's only normal that we should put work first. Agate, I'm sorry for prodding you. Nah. You know, I'll definitely take you once things have settled down a bit. Just be a good girl for now, short stuff. Okay. Okay. Please find her immediately. For details on the job, come to Reina at the Antaros. Okay. What shops do they all have here? Remember there's a south block. Factories. Oh, we got defense fours. Okay. There's an AP cut. Okay. actually coming back to bite me in the ass that I have not been spending time getting everyone's slots upgraded. It's probably the time to do it, I guess. Someone left here. Guess that's usually why I have Sherazard in the party. Because she's my healer at the moment. And Oliver, you're becoming the healer. Alright. Exciting world of watching someone redo their entire inventory because you get to a different area. Hey, it's the O-Type Orbital Gun. The finished version. What does he have for... Okay. Man, then I was gonna look at the shop. Okay. So if I look at the next area, not the monsters, these guys. Oh yeah, that's the restaurant. I'm like, what the hell is the pizza room?
Buy some time somehow. Stall them. I've already taken action on my end. Excuse me. What is it? My time is... Oh wait, you're... Huh? Hey, you're Reina, right? You know each other? Yeah, she's a student at the Royal Academy. But what are you doing here, Reina? It's quite a long story. I assume you saw her posting? Well, yeah, that's why we're here. I would like for you to handle this mission as quickly as possible. Will you accept it right now? Sounds pretty urgent. Let's get to it. You accept, then. Oh, thank you. I'll explain the situation to the bracers. You'll go deal with the rest of them. As you wish, miss. Please take care of our mistress. Yes? Who was that exactly? I feel like I missed something. A servant of the house, like me. We're both charged with caring for the mistress. Charged with, yes, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me explain what's happened from the beginning. Please. Right then, Estelle, you remember Felicity, yes? Felicity? Yeah, actually, I think I'd know her if I saw her. Yet another student, I'm guessing? Correct. Nothing else you can identify her by her uniform. It's the same as mine. So what's Felicity done exactly? She ran away. Huh? As I said, she ran away, specifically from here at the Anterose. She ran away from the restaurant? Why would she need to do that? I believe I understand what happened. It's what you might call a dine and dash, no? That's what you do, you glutton. Why did she flee? I would like to ask her that myself. After all, today is a most auspicious day for our mistress. And what's that supposed to mean? This is why I don't have a gacha in the party. Talk about a fucking wet boy. Oh, that's exciting, Switch. You'll have plenty of time. Rebirth will give you plenty to do, that's for sure. What's up, Lucis? How's the... You're still in the third game, I imagine. Take a look over there by the corner. Hang on, that's the son of a certain Erebonian noble, yes. He's traveled far into what most Erebonians consider a barbarian hinterland for a wedding conference with their mistress. Okay, I see. A wedding you mean like an arranged marriage? Felicity has to marry him? Student she may be, but the mistress is 16. As a daughter of a noble house of the Erebonian Empire, it is shameful for her to have no proposals. Now, just a friggin' second. They're kinda more important than your family's high and mighty honor or whatever. Yeah, Lucis, I called in sick. Well, I didn't call in sick. I went to work. I went to the job site, ate some food, and then I just fucking crashed. Like, not so good. So then I'm just like, you know what? Going home. Going home. And I'm just gonna chill, take some Dayquil, and stream, because it doesn't really take a lot of energy to stream. It takes some energy, not enough that it ever bothers me. Have you considered what she thinks? This proposal comes from a person of notable lineage and personal status. If Milady Felicity meets him, I'm sure she will find him compatible. That's so not the problem here. And I kind of see why she fled at this point. Fleeing from an undesired proposal, the subject of 100 romantic epics in Erebonia, reminds me of my own youth. Let me guess, you just tried to shove off a proposal on some older woman to get out of it all. Oh, how did you know? Whatever, it's a pain in the ass no matter what. I would never choose a god to be my party. Might be a good combatant, but fuck, dude. Where's the pizzazz? Man, I hate getting wrapped up in stuff like this. You are, of course, entitled to your own opinions. I will refrain from voicing my objections. Matters now is not a debate over the merits of free love, but bringing back Mistress Felicity. Yeah, moral debates aside, her being out on her own, out of contact with everyone, isn't helping anybody, least of all her. Any idea where she would have gone to? Felicity's personality is that she tends to go off as far as she can when she's committed to something. I suspect she's gotten quite some way at this point. Quite some way, huh? Other side of the city, maybe? She wouldn't go onto the roads. Quite the opposite, in fact. We know she is nowhere in town. In other words, she is taken to the roads by default, on foot. What? But that's really dangerous right now with the monsters the way they are. Here go my request. Do you understand now how severe the situation is? Damn, say that first. Instead of distracting us with this wedding stuff. Any idea where this girl went? I take a vague direction at this point. The mistress said again and again she was returning to the academy. Beyond that, I fear I cannot help you. The academy, so towards the ruin. I'd be to the west from here. Yeah, we should check the road to ruin first. It's a plan. Okay, Raina, I still don't really like this, but we'll go find her. Anything else before we go? Yes. Given everything, may I ask you to convey a message to her? Sure, what's up? If you would, tell her you're such a coward. That is all. What? You're really sure you want us to deliver that? I am sure. Call it a calculated action. Fine, whatever. Let's just get this done with. Yeah, fine. We're off then. Good luck to you then. The chapter 2 boss of the third game abused you. I'm assuming. All right. Sounds like you need to grind, Lucis. I'm gonna get on the grind train.
Enjoy the show.
Well, then I'll take the other thing. You need to get good, Lucis. Yeah, it is kind of funny when you go
from like the you're not really paying attention vibe, like what I'm doing right now, to okay, wait, I have to actually really think about what I'm supposed to do. Like, you'd almost hope the lesser fights would prep you for them, but they really don't.
Let me show you the true Enjoy the show.
Yeah, you just have to have one person spamming the earth wall. Did you say she was gonna go back to the academy? That's like... That's insane. What? That's so far away. I wasn't really looking at the map. Just get out of here. There's gotta be different enemies to fight besides these stupid eggs. Maybe not. Maybe it's just all eggs from here on down. A lot of eggs. Wasn't I already here earlier? Yeah, I was looking at some of the side quests for the later part of this game, and don't. It seems like some of the chapters for this one get a little shorter as well. Did I understand that correctly? Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, the first so-and-so chapters are very long, so... The fuck is this thing? Let's see if smoke cannon works. Aha! It does! Nice. Okay. Focus me. that one dinosaur was doing there for a second, but whatever.
Oh, sure, just take it. My name's Eric, by the way. I bet asking my name never even crossed your mind, did it? Oh, it did not. Treasure chest. No, it did not. Anyone else even get injured? Not really.
Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Oh, 200 Earth Sabbath.
And a screaming treasure chest. Nice.
Yes, thanks for the book. Oh, there she is.
Oh, glad I managed to get this far. Oh, but I can't stay here forever. I gotta figure out some way to get back to Janus, or... Aha! Looks like a Royal Academy student. Guessing that's the runaway we're looking for. Yeah. Oh, you are? Hi, it's been a while. I guess it has anyway. It's only hit me just now. Since we last met at the Academy, yes. What brings you here today? If I can, I'd like to ask you something. We're dealing with an emergency and we'd like your cooperation. My cooperation? With what exactly? It's not hard or anything. We just need you to come with us, back to Bose. I knew it. Let me guess. Your reign has hired thugs now. Thugs? I'd kind of like to not be compared to surly guys with clubs, thanks. Now hang on, miss. Figured that school would have taught this lesson. Bracers are sworn to neutrality in conflicts, where no one's thugs and no one's operatives. Yes, I know what you are in theory, but trust me, I know how the world really works. Regardless of pretty words, you intend to drag me back by force, don't you? If you try to flee into the dangerous wilderness on your own, we may have to, yes. This ain't a barrel of laughs for us either. Please, just cooperate and come with us. Stay back, you! And closer, not scream! Felicity, just calm down a second. It's okay, we're not gonna do anything. Exactly how I was afraid this would go down. Kaja, you back off too. Let me handle this. Okay, Felicity, listen. We are here to take you into protective custody, yes. Look, I can totally sympathize with you hating this marriage thing. Oh, certainly, that's unforgivable in and of itself. No problem, though, is Reina. Wait, sorry, what do you mean? She betrayed me utterly. We were supposed to be making a little tourist trip out to Bose, see the market, say hello to Mayor Maybell. I stopped by Bose briefly before, but never had a chance to really see it. So you can imagine how excited I was to make the trip. And then, as soon as we arrive, what do I find but an arranged marriage waiting for me like a snake pit? Reina had been deceiving me from the very start. Now I see, it sounds like you guys have had problems for a while. But look, doesn't that make it even more important to go back? You should meet Reina and tell her how you really feel. No, that's impossible. I never ever want to see Reina again. Not making much progress here. Hey, come on. How long are we gonna play around? She ain't gonna come willingly. We're gonna have to be bastards about this. I really would rather it not come to that. Give me just a bit longer here. I'm gonna try the hard sell. Okay, Felicity, you really won't go back to town? Absolutely not. As long as Reina and that arranged marriage are waiting for me, I never intend to set foot in Bose again. I see. All I have to say is this, then. You really are a coward, Felicity. Madam M is bae. I mean, the hottest ones are usually crazy, Smudge. You really are a coward, Felicity. Oh, what? Did you just call me coward? Yeah, I did. And how am I a coward? Explain yourself. Well, you've been listing off a whole bunch of reasons for a while now, but the real reason you don't want to go back is because you're scared of the marriage meeting, right? I am not scared. Then why not just go back to Bose and confront it? You seem dead set on making the wedding meeting out to be purely Raina's fault. Looking at the facts, there's no way she did all this because she wanted to. Think about her position. This can't possibly just be her fault. Well, and yet you're latching onto her as an excuse to keep running away. We all run into stuff we hate in life. You don't want to risk being forced into marriage. I don't want to drag you back to Bose for it. But if we all just try to run away from it, sooner or later it catches up to us. I think Raina knew you'd try to run from this. That's why she felt she had to lie. Yes, I know that. Okay, yes, you're entirely right. That's why I'm so angry at Raina. Huh? Raina always spends so much time being nice to me, flattering me, but when it comes down to it, she couldn't be honest to me about this, of all things. Aren't real friends supposed to trust one another? Well, still, isn't that what friends are supposed to do? Answer me, is what I'm saying wrong? Well, Felicity, wait a second. I'd like a second to, actually answer. Yeah, now I get it. You got a lot more than just an objection to arranged marriage in this. Aren't we taking it out on the wrong person, though? Oh, you're right. Estelle's the one who needs my venom. I need to save the singer from Raina. Wait, so you'll go back with us? You sure? Yes. I do feel a little more clear-headed now that I managed to spit all that out. For now, let's get back to Bose. I need to let Raina know how much he hurt me. I do not think the need so pressing that we could not take a moment longer to rest, should you need. No, I'm all right, and Estelle's the point. I can't just run from this. I need to confront what's being forced of me and let everyone know what I think. That's the spirit. Sorry, I know I was kind of playing hardball there for a while. No, I should be the one to apologize. I know that you know the answer to that question already, Estelle. Let us be off then, everyone. After all, I would need your escort on the way home. But of course, you're safe in our hands. Let's get this show on the road then. Oh, mistress, I'm glad to see you are well. As am I. We've been waiting. Wait, now let me clear on one thing. I still haven't even remotely forgiven you. Yes, I'm well aware. We can, however, discuss that later. Yeah, I suppose we can. This isn't something we can do in 5 or 10 minutes. Well, then lead the mistress to her seat. Of course, Mistress Felicity, please be this way. All right. I'm sorry I put you guys through so much trouble. No, trust us. We understand. Good luck in there, okay? Yeah, see you there. Bye, everyone. You performed well, Bracers. In the place of my lord, allow me to offer our gratitude for your efforts. It may not be much, but this is a token of our thanks. Please take it. Yeah, thanks. Well, that's the job settled, for better or worse. But, Raina, are you okay? Your relationship with Felicity kind of seems to be, a wreck. This is all for Felicity's sake. It is the fate of we servants to be hated by those we serve. Oh, Raina, have you never even considered that just maybe Felicity doesn't think that way? I don't understand what you mean. Felicity thought of you as a friend, okay? Like, it's really obvious. If you thought your role is to be hated, I think that's where you two slipped away from each other. Maybe it's a little big-headed of me to be saying all this, though. No, it is something worth thinking about. I believe Felicity and I will need to sit down and talk for a while, after all. However, for now, if you'll pardon me. Oh yeah, good luck. Right. Farewell. That's another tempest waiting to rage in a teapot. I kinda hope they can rebuild their friendship, but man, I know how you feel, but this is as far as it goes for us. The rest has gotta be up to them. I'm being dogpiled on how the big dog saw a smaller dog in my lap and told himself, oh, I can do that, and I was laying on me with half his body and slowly crawling surely onto it. Okay, that's what you get for having a lap a dog can sit on. And the other dogs will learn from those dogs. They tend to learn the worst behaviors from each other. Speaking of dogs, I have to take mine outside. I will be back in a few minutes. Yeah, it's 2:30. It's about time to go out. Okay, in just a few minutes.
Okay. Dogs did not want to come back in right away, so I'm gonna go check on them in a few minutes, but they are still outside. Oh, whoops, daisy. Did I just screw something up? Maybe. Alright. Back in. Okay. Gwen. A chef? You Gwen? You Gwen?
Yes, what is it? Yeah, hi, we saw your posting on the Guildboard. You're Gwen, right? That's correct. Oh, wait, I know you. Aren't you the ones who got ingredients for us a while back? Yep, that's us. Hello, it would seem our fates are intertwined. Shall we go talk to the details? Sure, so this is a job to collect ingredients, right? That's right. I need some rare ingredients for research into new frontiers of cooking. And I'm gonna need you to go gather them. It isn't terribly urgent, so feel free to hold off until you have more time. Alright then. I think we can use some advice in collecting this stuff. Some of the ingredients on the list are pretty rare. That's a good point. Juicy bones, for example, are kind of hard to get, at least the ones you want intact. More difficult ones will be juicy bones and curative horns. The lucky fangs will be a bit easier, I guess. Is this all available in the Bose region? Yes, the monsters around here should drop them in reasonable quantities. You can get good bones in Devil Valley, I believe. Horns are the toughest north of Ravenu. You can find fang monsters in the Crone Pass. Let's kind of start out. This is going to involve a lot of walking. Well, that's the idea. This is very difficult. There's very difficulty, so I need assistance. You do have a point there. Once you have all the ingredients, bring them here. I'd like to receive them all at once. If you bring them piecemeal, I'll just send you right back out to get the rest. Okay, gotta go get some lucky bones. Ambassador Craniaw's medal is stolen by someone. Pursuit of Erebonian Embassy contact. Freedom Hotel room 203. Okay, to the hotel. This room is currently used by the Imperial Ambassador. We have no business here. Please refrain from entering. Is this where you can contact the Imperial Ambassador? No, wait. Oh, yeah, that's what I... Well, yes, that's correct. But do you have some business with us? You're the ones who have business, I think. We're from the Bracer Guild. You guys submitted a request? Ah, Bracers, I see. Pardon me. If possible, I'd like to have you listen to an explanation of the case immediately. Do you have the time? Yeah, no problem. This way, then, please. The Secretary will explain the details. Sir, the Bracers have come to attend to you. Oh, you're here. Oh, you are all. Hey, it's been a while. You seem as well as always. Oh, you too. Thank you very much for your support in the capital. What brings you to Bose? Well, the signing ceremony over it. And I have a somewhat open schedule. I've been planning a visit for some time, but I finally managed to realize it. I got you an inspection trip. Matters not. Don't bother, my medal must be recovered. Is it that important? Barclay, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and show up to the Bracers. Yes, immediately. It seems like the ambassador is quite, concerned. Well, it's not an unreasonable reaction. This event is quite a serious crisis for the good ambassador. After all, that medal is an heirloom of great honor and glory bestowed directly from the Emperor. Yeah, that so is to slap directly to the ambassador's face. Should news of this reach the fatherland, the good ambassador to be the laughingstock of the capital. The laughingstock of the capital? Isn't that a bit extreme? I'm afraid not. I love my country dearly, but a blunder like this would be blood in the water for the high society sharks. Should the rumor spread, there is no doubt that his reputation would take quite a beating behind the scenes. Yikes, talk about nasty. Erebonian society really is a scary place, huh? Seriously? This is the fate of those who live in politics. Do you understand now why we asked you to come? I see, I think I've got it. So what's the thing the ambassador talked about? You act like you want to show us something. Yes, actually. There was a card that appeared to be a declaration of criminal intent enough to the scene. A card? Yes, something like that. Allow me. Lovely princess and your escorts, the bell of judgment draws near. The iron horse's meadow is in your hands. Should you desire to reclaim it, strike two of mine widows. Your first key is your following spell, recall, back to in flower. The end of everything is the beginning. Heed this well. Really, he puts a lot of work into these. This guy's so persistent, I can't even work up the energy to complain. Yep, not even worth getting worked up about. Anyway, we should go over the important parts of the card. Okay, well, the main point seems to be this liquor. Luck here. Word. I think we'll have to start by looking for what that means. In which case, the bits that come after that will be important. Most likely these parts will be the hint to that word. Part with the end of everything is the beginning, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Should be enough to start with. First, let's check out the town using that as a hint. Think we'll able to investigate the matter. Yeah, we should be. Well then, if we find anything out, we'll let you know. Yes, we expect good results from you.
The investigation shall be underway then. We're counting on you.
Yeah, leave it to us. Okay. Dogs hopefully want back in now. Okay. Dogs are inside O. And now they're barking out here at the Amazon Prime. Oh. Okay, Boobnell. Let's see what kind of dumb bullshit he wants to. Back the in flower. Flower in the back. Like. Flower in the back. Like it's in the city of Compton. You keep it rockin'. Now let's Mayor Maybell. Is there a store? Bucks? My name's Buck. I came here to... Oh, thank you. I love presents. Ah, look here. Horrible factory. The flower in the back. Aha! Hint was, and the end of everything is the beginning. Must be a hint to read them in reverse. Discord. Let's open Discord up. Fucking keeps happening. That's awesome. I love that lady. Oh,
That's me for real though. Damn.
I have to read the entire phrase backwards. Prickle must be special though, since they have a flower in the back. You say Lucker and Bow, so it's gotta be this place. Right, so the card mentions a flower. Let's take a look.
There was a card attached to the pot.
Yes, found it. Another puzzle solved. Okay, let's see here. FTHKC2E. View the open book, and remember always this wisdom. Those who seek the truth must forever look a step ahead. Look a step ahead. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. Faith KC2E. Look a step ahead. FHCE GK2. I can't remember the name of any of these places. It depends on which area you're in. So here it's free. In other areas, like if I go into the hotel, I don't think it is. Like I can't turn it here. They don't want to see me, they don't want to have me see all their precious behind the scenes action at the bar. My instinct is that it's going to be in the church, but I have no real reason to believe that. KC2E. Look one step. Look a step ahead. G. Is this one of those where it's like I'm supposed to like put one more letter in there? Okay, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just gonna give it a shot though. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Q, I, L, D, 3, F. Guild 3F? Does that make sense? This is the only place there's a guild. 3F? Guild. Third floor. Guild third floor! Oh my god! Oh, I'm so brilliant! I want to still investigate the book. She found a card and start doing it. I will say, I do like those kind of ones where I have to write something down, but I feel like I'm
puzzles vary so often where it's like, oh no, you're just supposed to like, you're not supposed to do that, because I will do that so often where I'll write it down. I'm like, maybe there's something else here, and it's like, no, you're just supposed to look around. I'm like, fuck. So I appreciate that, Falcom. Okay, found it. Let's see. Should you seek the third key? Seek ye the reverently held casket. Reverently? Yep, we got it. If you take each letter, it's Guild 3-4. It has to be the third floor of the guild house. That's the riddle solved, I guess. But what the hell? Seriously, right in the middle of the guild house? Cloud's trying to mock us. I'll have to show him what mockery gets you the next time we see him. Yeah, no kidding. Next sent is a reverently held casket. Another metaphor. Pretty safe to assume so, yeah. It's not exactly a ton of caskets just lying around bows. I thought it's exactly starting to get into the clown's head, huh? Speaking of heads, let's put ours together and figure out what this casket's supposed to be. Okay. Isn't it cool that everything is just AI now? Even things that make no sense for them to be? Sir, should you seek the third key, seek ye the reverently held casket. Sir. The reverently held casket. The reverently held casket. Reverently held casket. AIDS! Fucking AI AIDS. Worst kind of AIDS. Hey! Oh, you were in Minoria last, right? So you're in Bose now? Yes, I've come to the end of a long road. My ultimate goal is to secure a deal with the Antaros. My first step is going to be selling some of my ingredients in the market. I kind of feel like I missed something again. So you're supposed to sell stuff to the Antaros restaurant, but first you're going to sell in the market? Why? I could have loved to approach them directly, but they won't deal with anyone who lacks an introduction from another blah 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 blah. What? Collecting ingredients? And for the Antaros itself? That's been kind of a pain in the butt. They're looking for some really weird stuff. How interesting. What ingredients do you need? I carry this much with me on a daily basis. What? Seriously? Well, how utterly convenient. Beloved companions, why not enlist this good Mr. Overt's help? I would ask it of you before. This is... And then you're going to introduce me to the manager of the entrance. Alright, we can totally do that. It's a deal then. Oh my, yes, the quantity's just fine. Let me take those right now then. Okay, I didn't realize that this was going to happen. Oh, that's a big help. That takes care of the hardest to find ingredients all at once. The remainder of these will have to fall to you, though. No problem, you can handle the rest. Was I supposed to do that? Did I? Okay. Tender poultry, bird eggs, gummy eyeball. Tender poultry. Bird egg. Gummy eyeball. Well, I already have all those. Oh, do you have the ingredients? Yeah, take a look. Yes, this appears to be everything. Let me take them off your hands then. Oh, and that is that. Oh, well done. Really, thank you for helping me. I know how busy you are, and it really means a lot that you're willing to assist. You even introduced us to Mr. Orvid. Don't worry about it. I'm just glad we could help. If you have time, please, come in again for a bite. And good luck in your travels. Yeah, see you, and good luck with your experiment. Go ahead. Okay. Cool. Well, that one's done. We're side questing like crazy today. Okay, next you seek the third key. Seek ye the reverently held casket. Is that an airship? Is that a casket? The reverently held casket, huh? Calling it a coffin's a bit of a stretch, but it is being held like it was holy. Yeah, but there's a problem. I don't see that bozo's card anywhere. That is weird. I'm sure that this is it, though.
side quests are almost done.
I mean, it's funny because it feels like I haven't been playing the game for that long, but I have been, what have I already put in, like 35 hours? Somewhere around there. Playtime, 37.9 hours, so.
Ooh, genocide.
There's only one game that, well, there's at least 2 games that I know that allow you to commit genocide, so. One of them, Undertale, which I never did, and the other one, Final Fantasy 13-3, which you can commit genocide.
Might be, but that little hole isn't big enough to crawl under to look. Yeah, good point. This container has to be it too. Let's see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You're messing with machinery on my maintenance deck, weren't you? What the hell were you trying to do?
We weren't messing with anything. We were trying to investigate this container.
Investigate what?
I think this'll explain.
Oh, you're like, here's the keys to my dock.
At the middle of it, in fact. Oh, right, I wanted to ask, can we use this machine?
You're right, kid. And what are you looking to do exactly?
I just need to take a look at the bottom of that container. Could you lift it up enough for us to take a look?
All right, Mose, wait here a second.
It's because he can never get into Super Smash Brothers. Although he is in Super Smash Brothers now, so. I don't remember. They just said we're gonna do some extermination quests. That's all I recall.
All right, it's locked and safe. You should be able to get a look now.
Thanks, mister. Come on, let's see if there's anything there.
He drops it straight on her. Amen to the Stella being crushed by a crate.
There was indeed a note attached to the bottom of the container.
And here it is. Thank you, sir. That's all we needed.
All right, let me get this container back down then. Seems like you found what you're looking for.
Thanks for you, my good man.
Don't worry, it was no big deal. Anyway, I don't know what you're looking to investigate. Good luck with it. I need to get back to work.
Of course, thanks again. Oh, I'm glad he was willing to help, even though he held a whole bunch. Yeah, now, time to get on with it. Right, the card. The door has been thrown open. Seek ye the proof of vanity. Find it in the words of the goddess. That's it. Looks like we're just about done. Yeah, I guess so. Words of the goddess. I say goddess. There's really only one place I can think of. Yep, gotta be it. Let's get over there. There we go.
What's up, Liddy? What did you forgot?
These are the testaments of the Deception Church, aren't they? Do you think this could be the words of the goddess that Blue was talking about? Most likely. The testaments are meant to be exalted tidings of the goddess immortalized on paper. Now that you mention it, I remember learning something about that in Sunday school. Let's check it out.
When Estelle investigated the book, she found an iron metal wedge between the pages.
Sweet, we found it. Man, look at this thing. A little imposing for a metal, don't you think?
It certainly is. That's the Erbodian way. By comparison, librarians tend to lean towards keeping things simple and elegant.
So it's a cultural thing. I never would have guessed. Plus, what with Ambassador Crania wearing it at all, the metal's gonna need the impact of a boot to that. Kind of works in a way. That's one way of putting it. Any less showing a guy with that kind of presence and nobody would notice the damn thing's even there. That applies more than ever, too. Losing the metal does seem to have put him on edge. Now that you mention it, well, whatever. At least we found it. Let's go give it back to him.
Is it true you really found my metal?
Yep, we got it. Well, here, showing you is probably the best way. Let me return it to you.
Oh, it truly is mine. You found it. You really found it.
I hate to interrupt the moment, but is this something or other metal what you were looking for then?
It's not a something or other metal. It's the Grand Coronet of the Order of the Winged Stallion. It's no ordinary metal. It's an exceptionally high honor that all long to receive and few ever obtain.
And I can remember something that long.
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Anyway, it's the right metal or Gordy thingy, right?
Yes, most certainly. As avoids the worst possible scenario. Now, if the criminal responsible could just be punished, things would be settled. Do you have an idea who the criminal might be?
Well, we've totally got an idea, but unfortunately, where they went is another matter.
What, is this no way you can capture them?
Not immediately, no. The one we got our eyes on the culprit is quite the well-known thief. Have you heard the name Phantom Thief B before?
Phantom Thief B? He's been appearing in Liberal?
Ah, so you do know him.
Yes. He reigned havoc in the Imperial capital for some time. He was a man who could not be captured even by the Imperial army. Seems I should be glad that my medal returned at all this time.
Yeah, seems that way.
Barkley. Sir, you have the item prepared?
Yes, sir.
Well, I feel some regret that things did not proceed to capturing him. Against the infamous Phantom Thief B, you could hardly be blamed. You recovered my medal in good order and maintained the dignity of the Empire. In acknowledgement of your great services to the Empire, I, the Erebonian Imperial Ambassador, grant you this Eisengritus medal.
She did her best to keep a straight face.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations! Congratulations!
It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh boy. It's not so bad once you get used to it. I understand your speechlessness. Being awarded such an honor, it must be very hard for you to contain yourself. Ask me, Cute. I was the same when I received my first medal. However, do not feel unworthy. Know your efforts are more than deserving of this.
Congratulations! It looks like a congratulations are in order.
Expect great deeds in the future as it befell anyone to receive the medal.
Yeah, thanks. What was the other one I received? Medal? Ooh, prevent seal mute. This game is really weird to play with a mouse. But it is how it was originally supposed to be played, so. Oh, I did see this. Yes, Liddy, I have already watched it. I was shocked that they actually decided to release more Bomberman content. And it's a real localization of 4 and 5. I mean, definitely the way to play Bomberman now, for sure, is like, now you'll just want to play the collection that they should have probably released 20 years ago. Very odd to wait this long to put out a Super Bomberman collection. I mean, 20 years is probably a little... I believe you did. Because, yeah, I think we were talking about the idea of the collections. Like, there should be a collection of some kind. Hey, I'm a C rank! Received Aquamaster Rod as a perk. Damn, Isn't that where Sherazard is? Yeah, plus the NES games. Oh, Deception Vein. I don't remember getting that. What the hell did I just get? Oh, it's a fishing rod. Okay. Yeah. Well, so I'm... Estelle is essentially where Sherazard is, on the scale. Okay. Let's see. All types of stuff is dropped by monsters by 1 to 2. Yeah, who just became a bracer, like a full-fledged bracer, like, what, 6 months ago? Less than that? Like, that ain't good. Probably keep Cast 2 on.
Okay, now we are probably gonna do a little bit of grinding and monster hunting. Now that we got the majority of the side quests out of the way.
Nighty night.
It's a real exciting part of the game.
Piece of cake.
Nighty night.
Agate definitely needs to get up to at least level 61.
Care for a rematch?
Man, that's so embarrassing. Because I know that I'm going to hit B rank. I don't know about A rank, but I know that I'm going to hit B rank at the end of the game.
We're good to go.
And it's not like it's B rank level 1 or level 2. It's just B rank, so she should feel embarrassed and ashamed.
Care for a rematch?
We're good to go.
What perception am I getting? 7, 8, 8. I should be getting a lot. Alright, that's true of us all. Oh. I'm not saying I want to die, but like, honestly, at this point, where everything's at in the world, dying probably won't be. Like, before it'd be like, I don't want to die, there's so much more that to live for. And it's like, yeah, global warming, grandpa, fucking get count. If we all got to go at once, I'd be fine. I'd be more fine with that, I think. But it'd have to be a meteor, because a nuclear bomb, I know that there's too many people who can survive. And surviving in a nuclear wasteland would be very bad. Hey, but how goes your Bomberman journey? Yes, that Super Bomberman collection, it'll be coming about. Will be coming about, yeah.
Let me show you what you should have done that.
Well, nice. They're in the Super era, then.
Care for a rematch?
I mean, I did play all the Bomberman games. It'd be a little silly if I didn't have anyone in who was a Bomberman aficionado. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, if you're only doing the Western games. Okay, Sky One starts in March. So this all took place over a singular year. Estelle is 17 by the end of this game. So yeah, over a period of a year, she became a full-fledged Brazier. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Ava's goal is to be able to physically have each of the games, right? So then that would makes sense as to why you're only doing the American releases. Cult Sept.
Should have done that.
Let's see. Cult Sept. Cult Sept. Is this like a board game? I've never heard of Cult Sept in my life, but this looks like a very niche product that appears to have more than a handful of games, so that's very interesting. Huh. But it's like a board game RPG. I'm gonna have to look at the timeline. What is this? Yeah, that's true. That's the Bomberman game. I mean, it's really just Bomberman Land, the untranslated ones, but then you would just play the Bomberman Land games that
For a
are
rematch.
translated, and you'd be just as fine. Patrick the Monopoly. That is. I guess it makes sense that it exists as a thing, but I would have not expected it.
Piece of cake.
Oh, we had fun with Bomberman Land for at least a couple minutes. Bomberman! I did not hit him! I did not!
Scary.
Yeah. So they all take place roughly near each other, though. I guess that's the main thing. It's not like 40 years later. At least not yet. Yeah, that's crazy to beat the arcade games.
Piece of cake.
Good on you, though. I mean, if a game isn't even gonna emotionally scar you, is it worth playing? Where am I right now? I want to keep going east. Oh, that's not too long. I suppose infinite quarters game. Bombs are scary, yeah.
Should have done that.
That's true. If there was a bomb near me, I would be very scared. Oh my god.
Rain rule.
You know, every time my dogs bark, I have to be like, I really hope ice isn't in the vicinity. Because they have been going door to door and knocking within my neighborhood. Not my specific neighborhood, but within my city. Now that's really scary. It makes me sick.
Enjoy the show.
Okay. Yeah, Estelle has to be alive. I doubt they're going to kill any of the main characters outside of the games that they're made.
Nighty night.
Go make sure that somebody's knocking on my door. Yeah, Bomberman for the TurboGrafx 16 was super fun. is one of these guys. Chrome Pass. Now, Bomberman 2 is more of a game than Bomberman 1 for the NES, that's for sure. Was it a better game? I don't know, but it was definitely more of a game. Lose the bikes. Yeah, I didn't really understand though, like, are you in a prison the whole time? Yeah, I don't really understand the story of Bomberman 2, but there was a story, so I'll give him that much. Was there something actually at the Verde Bridge? I don't even think so. Maybe a rest area over here, though. Yeah, there is. Yeah, the TurboGrafx 16 Bombermans are still some of the best.
Piece of cake.
That's the bar you gotta keep. That's why you should only watch the movie The Room and then watch just like one other movie, and then you're like, well, I guess those are the different, those are the different, this is two sides of the film coin. Either it's The Room or it's Birdemic. And I guess The Room was better than Birdemic, so it's a masterpiece. Have you ever seen Birdemic? If you haven't, we're gonna watch a trailer. But it's, it certainly is
Enjoy the show.
something. Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pull it up regardless. I think it's really funny to look at. So. I went down to the whole movie was just on. Okay. The Birdemic theatrical trailer.
So, now you got a big payday with a big stock option, huh?
Yeah, I earned it. All those big deals I did with NCT. And millions of dollars of revenues and sales.
Well, you've done a great job, Rod.
Meet Rod,
Hi.
a young software salesman on his way to achieving his Silicon Valley dream.
Thinking about opening up a green tech company.
Really?
Meet Natalie, a beautiful young fashion model, driven.
I'm pretty sure this trailer was cut after the movie had come out because it had Severin at the beginning, and that means that
So how come
and Severin's like a real
Threw love into the
DVD
equation.
producer, so
It's possible.
this was not produced by Severin originally.
if we can keep in contact.
Sure.
How big was the sale?
$1 million.
So this is post-meme.
Population of polar bears
Still
is
funny.
declining rapidly.
Hi, my name is Jerry Owens. I'm from Solar Power Accessories.
This morning, flocks of seagulls and crows were found dead in downtown.
Because this
San
trailer is
Jose.
produced
The local
way better
highway
than the
101
movie.
Hey, I thought I told you to stand back. These birds are contaminated.
The clip art birds, though.
On Highway
The clip
101.
art birds are so
Authorities are
fucking
investigating
funny.
the cause of their death.
Rod, let's get out of here.
Oh my god. This legitimately feels like a 5-second films. Yeah, absolutely.
Terrifying animal.
Lynch you. The Clippers. Oh. Yeah, I watched this when they did a riff tracks of it, and it was definitely before it was produced on DVD.
Why would they just attack?
No, it's not the birds. See? These are... Look, we got a vulture over here.
I don't know.
I don't know, that's just so fucking funny. There was never a vulture in The Birds. Oh god, let me take a look. Oh yeah, I've seen a talking cat. No, I have seen a talking cat. I love the fucking... Hold on, I'll bring this up just so that we can see the mouth flaps, because that part is the funniest part by far.
Four paws, kind of furry. Yep, I think so.
Did we get a cat?
No. Why?
Oh,
Yeah, I watched the riff tracks of this as well. One magical cat.
What does it say? Duffy. Yeah? But there's no address.
It's got a
So,
top.
Duffy, what should I do?
Wow. You have a really nice house. I like cats.
Yeah, he's cool, I guess. Me and my dad were actually thinking about getting a cat.
You can talk? 2.0. You can talk? But only once?
I don't make the
Ah!
rules. I don't make the.
But only once?
I don't.
Okay, well that's very funny. Fuck. I'm gonna get fucking copyright struck because of the fucking talking cat. Okay. Well, that's not too bad, Ava. I don't make the rules. Who does that? I remember in that movie, they don't explain why the cat talks. They don't explain anything. And the cat doesn't do really anything for them either. Which is might be the best part. There's just...
Enjoy
Oh,
the
nice.
show.
Hell yeah, get better. I mean, you know, getting better is a good idea. I took the route of just using save states the entire time until the point where I couldn't. And that also worked for me, but I never really got great at Bomberman. I got better. Fair enough.
Piece of cake.
Yeah. They do be testing the patience, that's for sure. Eat them up. Eat them.
Enjoy the show.
Eric Roberts? It's Eric Roberts. It sounds familiar. Yeah, isn't he kind of a Looney Tune? Oh yeah, that's Julia Roberts' dad. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the Estevezes end up being in pretty bad movies as well. So, werewolf with one of the lesser Estevezes. Like, a Looney Tune? Yeah, like he's a fucking crazy person. he's a bit of a loon. I don't know. Is that Minnesota slang? I thought people I feel like, well, I'm only ever around mini sultans, so I don't know if that's specific to us or not, huh? How am I supposed to know?
Let me show you the truth.
Oh, what a bit of a Looney Tune, huh? She's the one that's in American Horror Story? No, that's not the person I'm thinking of. I like Maria Bamford. I've seen a couple of her comedy specials. And then it's the Emerald Tower monster. Okay. There's nothing in the chest with spiders now. They all stare at you and clap. Bravo. Bravo! Found luck? What's that do? Increases enemy item drop rate by 30%. Oh yeah. A big Mystery Science Theater 3000 guy, huh? Ooh. Saint? Nice parameters and A crest. Raises in-range allies' arts resistance. Nice. Okay. Yeah, very funny though, because Mystery Science Theater 3000 isn't like a big thing in Minnesota. It's one of those things where you're just like, you learn about it and they're like, oh, it was in Minnesota. It's not like there's any reverence for it at all that I've ever experienced here. Yeah, MST3K really was the progenitor of like, if there was no MST3K, we wouldn't have Nostalgia Critic. Like, that's... Well, now, whether you think that's a good or a bad thing, that's up to you, but that's pretty much what they were copying. It was like a mixture of MST3K and, you know, like the film critics at the time. Maybe in the early 90s in like the nerd community probably would have been bigger, but I don't know. I was thinking I might have been just a bit too young for it. I mean, it aired on television, on Comedy Central, and then on the Sci-Fi Channel, but... Go this way, did I? Oh, no, I did. Shit. Experience. Hold on. Yeah, I'm the only person in my friend group that... Well, although I guess the majority of my friends really weren't nerds in the traditional sense. In my school, there weren't a lot of nerds in the traditional sense. In either of the schools that I went to, really. I met people I would call geeks. Maybe not, I know I have heard discussion before what the difference between a nerd and a geek is. I do think that some of that's just kind of like hearsay, and it's just sort of whatever you sort of fall under at the time. But I know people who did not know a lot of things about the topics that they liked, but they just like more esoteric topics than other people. Whereas I just knew a bunch of shit about like movies and video games, and like I never met anyone who had even. Okay, so yeah, you have a different. Yeah, you definitely see. There you go. There's a different connotation than what I have in my head. But yeah, I met more people who. I don't know. It's funny because I never met anyone else who was in a film. Not in high school. I was just sort of the resident person who knew stuff, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I wish there was a film club in high school. I probably could have headed one, but I don't know. The first school that I went to, we did not have clubs, so you know, there was whoops, that's not. Yeah, you'd just be watching Donnie Darko and Fight Club on repeat. Or you'd just be watching Tarantino movies over and over again. Oh, that'd be brutal. Just Tarantino and Monty Python. God. Yeah, I watched like Naruto. I don't think there was any anime that I watched that... I watched some really strange ones, but I never really watched, I never watched ones that were like... I read a lot of manga. So I kind of did a bit of the... Not the opposite, but... That's just where my mind was preoccupied by. But I read a lot of really good manga, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know if I met... I knew one other kid who watched anime. He really liked Bleach. I knew one girl who I was friends with who watched some anime. It was really like... And when Netflix started, I think that's when some people watched a bit more of it, but... Yeah, I think that's where people watched a lot of anime that I knew, but... Oh, I remember Dakota also. He watched Bleach and Inuyasha, and I was like, Inuyasha's kind of... Not gonna say it, but Inuyasha's a little, yeah. To be fair, a lot of the best anime came out in like the 80s and 90s, and then in like the late 2010s. And then after everything, there's so much better anime nowadays than there ever has been. So like, yeah, a lot of stuff that like I would never recommend. Like, it was fine enough at the time, but like, if someone was like, "Oh, I really want to watch Naruto," I'd be like, watch a compilation of it. Like, it's fine, but it's so much of the earlier anime was made to like just run weekly, and I don't know, not good. Yeah, and I did go to the Verde Bridge. I've been grinding for a while there. I've been doing the quest as well, but...
Scary.
Yeah, but then you'd have Pokemon. I don't know anything about Inuyasha, honestly. Like... You could watch Kirby Right Back at You, though. That was on 4Kids.
Enjoy the show.
Kirby, right back at you.
SpongeBob is a very odd case. Because sometimes SpongeBob does not feel like a children's cartoon. To me, I would almost put Steven Universe in line with a preteen cartoon, and SpongeBob as sometimes it will be so wildly adult that it's very hard to be like, wait, what the fuck was that? Yeah. You never know what the fuck was gonna come out of SpongeBob and Patrick's mouths. But yeah, because there's children's anime, and the children's anime is like, feels a little brain dead. And then there's shonen, shoujo, josei, and seinen. Now, Naruto is young boy anime. Teen boys. Because there's blood in it, so that disqualifies it from being a child. Yeah, I think there's the age group, though, that's 0 to, like, 11. And that age group is what I think Japan... Because if you're preteen to teenager, it's separate from children's media. Yeah. So 0 to 12, so it depends on, you know, like, are you counting a 12-year-old as a child? Because they are, but they wouldn't want to watch the same thing as children's anime. Yeah. Yeah, we're in a very prudish community, especially Americans. Okay, I think I'm gonna be done for a little while. I should probably rest. Because I'm sick or whatever. Bunch of baloney. Oh. Okay. Isn't Dress Up Darling like an adult show? It depends on what you mean by kids. Because, like, you wouldn't show a maybe, I don't know if you should show a 6-year-old Dragon Ball Z, because there is blood in it, and there is cursing, and there is violence. Like, that's how we like to differentiate it here as well. Yeah, Lucis, there's some weird stuff about Dress Up Darling, because it also seems to appeal mostly to adult women. Yeah, I don't know. It's very odd. We live in a very... They could be, but I don't think it's recommended to them. I think it's like, would you let your... What's a good example in America? It's like, would you watch your kid watch Family Guy? Does a 6-year-old in America watch Family Guy? Like, they shouldn't be, but you know they be watching Family Guy. Yeah, it is adult media, but you know how many children watch Family Guy clips on TikTok? Like, that's like half the clips is just a Family Guy thing on one side and whatever on the other. Like, there are things that people aren't supposed to be, their children aren't supposed to be watching, but it's the idea that because something is so popular, it can get like it can get into the zeitgeist of just like children watching it. Because like Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball is probably closer to a kid's thing, but then again, it has a gun straight at the beginning, and there's like weird perverted stuff. It's like if something is popular enough, children will know about it and children will see it. And Dragon Ball is like so popular in Japan. Same with like One Piece. Is that, yeah, One Piece is made for, you know, mostly teen boys, but like children much younger than what it's recommended to are going to see it. Just like how The Simpsons and Family Guy and, you know. Depends, but, you know, children nowadays all have smartphones and Netflix, so I don't think there's, I don't know, I guess it just depends on the parent. I don't think there's a solid answer to any of it. You could probably check demographics, but like, I watched a lot of stuff I shouldn't have been watching as a child, that's for sure. But my mom didn't care, so, you know, I probably have a very skewed view of things when it comes to what kids can watch and what they can't. I don't know. There's been times where it's like family members, like my niece who's like 12, but she doesn't watch like horror movies. I don't know. Yeah. The parents should be controlling these situations. I guess that's where I'll go with it, and parents tend to not. Anywho, okay, well, I'm going to be off for now. I know that there's some newer people in here too. If you want to follow, or, you know, if you want to keep watching me play Trails, I will be doing that. My plan is just to play a whole bunch of it. We'll see if I go through the entire series. There's a good chance I will, because that's just how I end up doing things. So if anyone's into that, feel free to follow. I would appreciate it, but, you know, if not, thank you for being in here. Is there anyone else playing Trails right now? I guess that's a good question I could see about. Here's somebody. A couple people who are alive right now. Let's see. It's in a certain way. Off now, so I can't see who we should raid. God, I hate advertisements so much. I just want to see if this person is like not super cringe. That's all I'm trying to tell. Should really let you just get a little trailer for the channel. Okay.
影の王が告げる。これより先は鏡の隠れ。
何？
おとなしくしやがれ。
Oh! Protect all NPCs?
Trails in the Sky, second. Let's see, who else is playing?
ただ分かってほしいのです。商売というものが。
I'm just gonna throw you over to this person. I don't know who they are, so. Raid. Chrono C X Y. Alright. Gonna raid somebody else who's also playing Trails, so. Thanks everybody again. Follow if you feel like it, but if not, that's okay too. I'll see y'all later.